sun's out, but it is a little bit nippy this morning. Let's seal up all those holes. But the basic plan for today, cover some big mileage and get down to Queenstown. Then, because the weather was good, rather rapidly booked a boat for Milford Sound, and then realised that I've got quite a lot to do when I get to Queenstown tonight, so I'm going to have a very busy 24 hours. So I've got a huge long way to go to get to Queenstown, then got to do some maintenance on the bike, got to do some shopping, got no food including breakfast. Probably have McDonald's tonight for dinner just to make it easy. Probably get some petrol as well, because I'm going to have another for tomorrow by the time I finish for today. There goes the next lot of people. So yeah, very long day followed by a busy evening of doing several different things. Oh dear. Probably shouldn't hang around then. It's not quite as in the shade as I would have liked, but oh well, the ground's not good enough for it. So on the wonk a bit too much. So that's 3 hours 10 minutes of driving, or riding, whatever you want to call it. And we've knocked off a fair old chunk. Still not quite halfway though yet. Although it's only 200 odd k's. I think the last sign I saw was quite a while back. Yeah, the last sign I saw was quite a while back. So probably a little bit under 200 kilometres to go now until Queenstown. So yeah, making pretty good progress. It's lunchtime, so this was going to be where I stopped to get lunch, but there's not a huge amount around here. As soon as you leave Fox Glacier, it says there's nothing, or no fuel stops for 150 kilometres. And then you go past just one solitary petrol station and like a hotel. And then it says nothing again for about another 80 kilometres after that. So this currently is Hast Pass, or Hast Pass, or whatever you say. And it's the southernmost of the three passes that go from left to right. The next one up being Arthur's Pass, and then one slightly higher than that Lewis Pass. And then there's only two roads that run north to south really, and that's this one, the SH6, and the one right on the other coast, which is the SH1. So there's only really 5 major roads in New Zealand, or certainly on the South Island anyway. But yeah, we'll break here about 20 minutes or so and then push on either until I can be bothered or until I find a petrol station and get some food for lunch. That's about it. So far, fairly easy. Scratch that original idea, because there's a fuel station just not too far down the road. And I reckon they'll have food and a toilet. So we'll stop there for lunch instead of just standing here. And maybe even top up with fuel. How much have I got left? 2 pips, 387k, it's got about 110 or so kilometres, and it's over 200 to Queenstown, so yeah. Stop there, fill up, have a rest, and get some food as well. Sounds like a plan. Hey, it's running. yes, in that case we're not filling up, because they've only got 91. I mean, it does run on it, but not very well. But they've got toilets, so I may have a look around the cafe or something. So that was lunch, an expensive one because we're in the middle of nowhere. $10 for a sandwich and a cake. I imagine the fuel's pretty expensive as well, but they only do 91 octane here, so can't get any. There's another fuel station just down the road apparently, but I don't know what they do. But the next town, a proper big town, is about 30 miles away, or 60k, which is well within the capabilities of my motorbike on the remaining fuel. I've got about 90 kilometres left, 60 kilometres to go, and then however far you can go on the reserve, which is quite a long way. Plane's just come down this valley, it's turning left. You can see an airport in the distance, so I reckon it's going for it. It's disappeared out of sight now. But it looks a lot different than it did earlier. It was all jungly before, now it's almost desert-like. And we're a little bit way up, about 3,500 feet. Well, I didn't see any signs of that plane afterwards, but oh well. Just had a quick check of the map, and that is Queenstown Airport, and the village behind it, or town behind it, is Queenstown. So we're almost there. Quarter past 3, so I'll be down there about 4 o'clock then. Made pretty good time on that.